Advertising's biggest get-together, the Lions Creativity Festival, is in full swing in Cannes, France. Social media and digital technology have meant a big jump in attendance for this 58th annual festival. In Cannes, you can find the who's who of advertising, including Miles Nadal, founder and chairman and CEO of MDC Partners. MDC is one of the world's largest advertising agencies, serving the U.S., Canada, and the U.K. Miles is on the phone with us from the Côte d'Azur. Miles, I want you to talk to us about what you've seen, the things that are going to be transformational, the companies that are doing, quote-unquote, really cool things in advertising, and how you're going to take advantage of it at MDC.
Well, it's nice to talk to you. First of all, attendance is up dramatically. You've gone from about 8,500 people to about 10,000 people, probably the biggest increase in attendance ever, and morale is at an all-time high. What you've seen this year more than ever is the convergence of creativity and technology. The utilization of technology to increase the effectiveness of creativity is happening more on an advanced basis. Huge increase in mobile application, social media for sure, and experiential marketing. I mean, as we all know...
I just want to interrupt you for a second, if I may, to ask you who, when you say convergence and when you talk about mobile, what have you seen that's really knocked your socks off? Who's doing the coolest stuff?
Well, the coolest stuff is coming from all over the world. Obviously, lots from North America, but international creativity has really come on the scene in a big way. Brilliant ideas coming from Brazil, from China, from India, from other parts of Latin America, from Amsterdam and Sweden. And what you're seeing now is that brilliant ideas that resonate at Cannes can be launched internationally. So brands like Microsoft and Coca-Cola, Nokia, Hewlett-Packard, American Express, all these brilliant ideas that are being implemented here and award-winning at Cannes are now starting to be launched internationally, and we see that on an ongoing basis. As we know, smartphones will exceed the sales of PCs by 2012, and right now we have over 1.5 billion internet users. What's interesting is Facebook.
Is there no sense among advertisers, the advertisers themselves, or perhaps the people hawking their wares at Lions, that the world economy is barely chugging along, right? The United States, the U.S. economy, as the Fed chairman told us yesterday, is slowing. We know what's going on in Europe. The Greek crisis certainly doesn't look as though it's going to be resolved in a pro-growth way anytime soon, and you've got all kinds of other concerns there. Emerging markets are moving along, but China's slowing too. Does none of this resonate there?
No, actually, enthusiasm is probably at an all-time high. I mean, the fundamental need for marketing innovation is greater than ever before. I mean, the reality is companies are lean and mean and efficient. They're overcapitalized. There's $3 trillion of excess cash in the balance sheets of corporations. The best investment they can make is in marketing innovation. You will continue to see double-digit growth, we think, from the agency networks. The media itself is expected to grow 5 to 7%. As you saw, the upfronts were up more than 10%. So no, the reality is the enthusiasm to continue to invest in media is growing. I mean, Facebook has gone from 500 million subscribers to 700 million. There's more video uploaded on YouTube in the last 60 days than all three networks generated in the last 60 years. So the answer is no. The people see that the economy is growing, albeit slowly. There are some issues, but marketers feel that by investing in marketing ahead of the curve, that they will grow market share. And that kind of strategy has worked for the last 3 years, and they believe it will continue to work going forward. Keep in mind that most of the Fortune 200 companies have over 60 to 70% of their business international, most of which is in emerging markets, which is still continuing to grow. So although there are issues, people fundamentally see that by making these investments, by continuing to invest ahead of the curve at an accelerated rate, will continue to grow market share and ultimately sales and profitability.
Miles, good of you to be with us here on the Inside Track. From Cannes, France, Miles Nadal, chairman and CEO of MDC Partners, talking to us about the Lions Creativity Festival. It's the world's biggest advertising trade show.